Hello, happy Tuesday to you guys. I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend, and I pray that your week is starting off amazing. I see that we're getting cool weather coming in, and we have gone from the summer in October to actual fall today. Not um, not this weekend or not fall of the during the month. We today is fall. I mean, it was fall. I think maybe on the what was it, the 23rd of September, but now we're in fall today. So I pray that your day is amazing as I am navigating through my day and um, trying to go over what I want to speak on today. It's just a synopsis of a lot of things that I have witnessed um, being around people. And I always start with me because, it's something that happens with me in my own relationship that, when I see it out and about, you know, that's a good talk right there. And thank you to the people that called me and um, giving me some ideas on what they would like me to do, you know, coming up and in the future, you know, I appreciate you because, I see that you guys need it. I need it. And let's do it. Let's do it. Let's collaborate together and do some things like that because, uh, you know, as I go on in this thing and as I, have more talks, I see people are, yeah, that's happening with me. And let me tell you something further. We are really going through in our marriages. And we need help. I mean, it's not people, everybody can't afford to go to counselors and everybody don't have a counselor to talk to, or some people don't feel comfortable talking with people, period. So if they can listen to something that somebody's been through and it hits home, oh yeah, oh yeah. All you have to do is like and subscribe here. And this is, it's pretty much free. This is what I love to do, you know? So today I wanted to come to you, with do you ever feel like a F up? And you know what I mean by that. Do you ever feel like a F up in your own marriage, in your marriage? Do you feel like that sometimes? Do you feel like, you're starting things that really is not worth starting? It's not even worth starting. Sometimes our mouths get us into some things that you can't come back from. Or if you do come back from it, be grateful because a lot of times we feel certain things in our head and we're not processing it and we're not thinking about it before it blurts out, before we say it. And from the beginning, I've always talked about the power of the tongue because just because you feel it, sometimes we got to stop and we got to process it and learn how to communicate because that's a big word in relationships. You got to learn how to communicate in your relationship because you can fly off the handle and say anything that you're feeling, but if you haven't processed it and actual, let me see how I can come to my husband or how I can come to my wife with this that I'm feeling because it really makes me feel some type of way, if that makes sense. It really does make me feel some type of way. But what we do as a people, we feel it, we're in a moment with it, and we just the mouth is just like it's going. It's it's going. And that's hard. That's really it's hurtful to your significant other. What you say. And like I say, if it's not the correct thing and you're cussing and you're shouting, or if you're making them feel beneath or under you or control, whatever, it it hurts. And it messes up your day, it messes up your relationship, it messes how you move forward sometimes. And you have to be careful. I have a problem with my mouth sometimes. My mouth runs out, the feeling comes and I'll blurt it out. And then immediately I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. I really didn't mean it like that, but why did I even, and then you're over here knocking yourself upside your head like I don't offended this man, and I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said it that way. I didn't mean it that way, but I didn't process it. I just said what I felt, and in the moment, whether it was right or whether it was wrong, it just came out. I had a friend that just went through this same sort of thing. It's a small thing. It's a tiny thing. And instead of us saying, hold on, let me step back for a minute, that tiny thing done went up against that brick wall, and now it turned into a whole situation. And you're thinking, that was really small, sis. That was really small. That's something that we could, you could have just said a different way. But we don't know how to say things differently. We just know how to say it from the top of the dome, and pow. And so I'm saying this to you guys because we have to learn how to process and communicate it a little different. We got to do it differently. My phone is just going off, you guys. We got to do it differently because it's so easy to mess things up, and we don't want to be those people. We want to be better. Like I said, we're here to help each other. We're here to, praying that this stuff sticks and that you learn from these things that we're saying, because it's going to happen in everybody's relationship. I see it out there with the best of the best relationships. I mean, these little small tiny minute things. Now, it's a difference between every relationship, how you can come back from it, or do you even come back from it? Because words they hurt. Anger is like fire. You say stuff out of anger and it sticks. And it sticks on that person so bad that it hurts. And then all of a sudden that person is moving different now. And you didn't even mean it like that. That's a hard one, right? That's hard. God, how can I stop my mouth from running the way that it runs? I even tell myself that sometimes. God, Lexi, you didn't have to say that, girl. What is wrong with you? Look at my friends. I shouldn't have said that. You right, sis. You right. I shouldn't have said that. It's a real problem. It's a real problem. And the only way that I can say that we could do better is stop, process, come back to that person, and communicate it on a calmer level. Because I respect you so much as my husband, so much as my wife, that I need to give me a minute. Let me think about, because I don't want to say anything stupid, because this right here really doesn't warrant a stupid response. But I feel like it was about to come out my head wrong, and I don't want to do that. So let me step back for a minute, and we'll talk about it later. Come on, a person can't do nothing but receive and respect that. You can't do anything but receive and respect that when they say that, because I would rather my husband come to me that way, and I would rather me come to him that way, even though my husband probably like, what you thinking? What you thinking? What you saying? What you need to say to me? Give me a minute. You know, because sometimes we're just rah people, and it's not even that serious. It's just a thought, and you don't even know you're doing it. Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it, and he has to bring it to my attention and be like, "Babe, I don't like when you said that. That was like, that was that wasn't right." And then you're sitting there like, "God, that probably wasn't right. I really didn't mean it like that." But you can't keep saying you don't mean it like that. No, I can't. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you keep zoning off on me like that, it's gonna be a problem. So we have to learn how to, not what am I trying to say? Not that, you can't say what you want to say. You just have to learn how to say it differently and respectfully, especially in a marriage, because we're one. We're here working with each other on every facet of life. And, if we can't talk to each other right, what are we even doing? What are we even doing if we can't even talk to each other like we got sense? I demand respect. My husband demands respect. You should demand respect. And so, if you want respect, you're going to have to respect that person just like you would want to be respected in the same sense. That person should be able to talk to you and tell you about yourself without it going all the way left. Because in actuality, you know you. You know you. You know you better than he or she knows you. So you got to communicate better. Because the fire of anger, you can't come back from it, and it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same no matter what. That person is either going to resent you or they're going to feel some type of way, and you're not. I mean, the respect level is going to leave eventually. If you out here letting it get out of control each and every time something happens, it gets completely out of control for no reason. And I'm talking about small things turning into huge, turning into a huge issue. A small thing that could have been communicated. We got to learn how to communicate. We got to learn how to do better with that. I have to learn how to do better with that. You know, it's not too many sorries that you can give out. Sorry is just that. That was sorry. You're a sorry person to say that. Sorry, the word sorry don't mean sorry all the time. Sometimes it means you're a sorry individual for saying that. Yes, you are. Sorry don't always mean, you can't keep coming to that person over and over again with sorry. You know what? It did get a little bit out of hand. I was wrong once again. And I'm sorry. So everything is erased because I said I was sorry. No, no. You were sorry for saying that. You were sorry. You're a sorry individual. Is how that person is feeling in their head. Now they're enraged because you coming to them with that little sorry apology after you done tore the club. You don't tore this whole house down, and you want to come to me with a simple sorry, not a resolve. It's hurtful. Words and things and reactions are hurtful, and we got to learn how to communicate way better than what we are doing. Stop effing it up. Start today working on you. Write it down in your journal. God, please help me with my mouth. Let's go back to getting that book and reading. Hey, The Power of the Tongue. I need to go get it and read it again too. Because I remember it, but I remember it vaguely. But I need to have it in my fourth. You have to have it in your mind. So when it get ready to pop off, my study said do this instead of this. I read that And I need to do that instead of running my mouth. Right? Just, just food for thought. Something that I go through, something that my friends go through. I've seen it out with people. You see it and you be like, God, sis, you probably should have said that. But I understand. And then when they're trying to tell you, I understand what you was going through. But I'm saying the way it came out wasn't the way it should have came out. Probably should have thought about that thing first. And then that person is just so super, super sorry. And then they got to go to them with that little halfway sorry. You don't want to hear that. So let's think about things before we react. That's what I wanted to come to you guys today. That was on my mind. I was trying to think of something else because I was like, this one hit a little home for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, Alexia, can you talk about something else that, it's really not anything that I can talk about that I haven't went through. Well, it's some things I haven't gone through, but some of these little small, minute things, you go through them and they turn into huge things, and we got to do better. We got to do better. I see it so much out. I see it with myself, and God, man, I want to be better. I do. I want to be better. I don't want to be the rah rah person of just saying things off the top of my head. I want to be able to have some type of restraint and some type of restraint. Don't just don't do that all the time. It's hard. I know it's hard. My God, I know it's hard. But the little things that we do, it's effed up. It really is. It really is. But sometimes we really don't mean it like that. But that ain't how that person took it. They took it like you totally meant that. Oh, you meant it. Because if you didn't mean it, it wouldn't have never been done the way you did it. Oh, they feel like you did it strategically to hurt their feelings or to just make yourself feel better. Sometimes it almost is a cleansing of you when you lash out. You got out what you need to say, but you don't completely hurt that person's feelings. Oh, I don't cleanse my feelings. I don't say what I need to say, and that was that, and that was it. But this person over here is sitting up like, well, did you really have to, tear me down like that? It was a good Saturday. It was a good Saturday. All of a sudden, now, here we are. I don't even really want to be around you right now because of what you said. We got to do better. Because it can't just be a cleansing for you. And then this person is over here feel completely attacked. I had to realize that. Sometimes I'll say things and my husband will give it back to me. And I'm like, ooh. Ooh. I can't say nothing because that was me. That was me. That was me. Can't say nothing on that one. But a minute ago I was rah. But when you give it back, that's me. That's me. That was on me. That was on me. Let's do better. Let's not F it up. Let's not mess it up. Let's not be so angry that we're saying things that we really don't mean. Or we do mean it at the time, but is that really what it is? Is it really me that's that's feeling this and it really is not that bad? Because if you got a good man and you have the audacity to sit around and complain about certain things that don't even really, and he like, girl, I'm good to you. I don't care what you say. I'm good to you. And you gonna talk to me like that? Yeah, you are. And you know what? You're right. And I need to work on me. I can't keep coming with that same sorry. I gotta think before I react. And that's just the way it is. And we just gotta do better. And I'm done for today. And I want to give you guys this quote that I before I leave. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube page. Very soon I'm working on having guests. If I can, if I could stop for a minute on what I'm doing. You know, I'd be so busy trying to enjoy on the weekend. If I can stop for a minute and get people together, I want to have a panel of couples. We all come from different makeups, we all come from different designs and families and what have you, and just talk about some things on how we feel, you know, how we operate in our relationships, in our marriages. So if you guys want to be a part of that, please inbox me and let me know, you know, that you're available to do that, because I would like to make that happen, because people, you know, people want to know and they want to see. And I know sometimes people don't want to let people in their relationships and things like that. But you know, this it's real life. This is what's happening. And even if you don't want to let them into your relationship, you don't have to. Um, Somebody's gonna see it one way or the other if you're out and about or whatever. So you know, if you can help, if it's in your ministry to try to help somebody, and you want to be a part of a panel that I'm gonna come up with, please let me know. I already have a couple of people in mind, but I want to keep it going, you know, so I want to have it stacked so we can just continue on with it, so I can have people to talk to and things like that. Okay. And don't forget today's message. Don't be an F up in your marriage. Think about that thing, work it out. Think about what you're saying before you say it, because we want to be better in our marriage, and we want to be better people. So my message for today before I leave, and I love you guys for supporting me on this journey, and like and subscribe, hit the bell. Beware, the love is now in your life. Sit back and just enjoy it. I want you to get used to being in the middle of that, feeling and saying there. Let me read that again. Be where the love is in your life. Sit back and enjoy it. I want you to get used to being in the middle of that, feeling and staying there as a priority. Stay there as a priority. Your marriage is a priority. So stay in that love. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. We forget the love for each other sometimes. Don't forget it. Stay in that. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have an amazing weekend. I'll be back to you on Tuesday. And again, I'm working on bigger and better things for you guys. It's not just going to be me here talking all the time. I want to have some people to talk to, and I want you to be able to talk to some people. So we're going to work it out. All right. Have an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.